Ladies and gentlemen, there's always something. There's always something. Today's agenda, we've got Stellar Blade, male gaze for days. I love when It's a Gundam starts talking about random shit. He is the least politically correct person I know, and I appreciate that sometimes. So, that's what we're doing today. A lot of you don't know, but Stellar Blade is a new game that came out that it features a lot of very prominent characters like ass and titties. These are the main characters of Stellar Blade. And the game just came out, and the drama is insane. Twitter is going absolute hog wild mad because, attractive women. Nothing scary as an attractive woman, am I right? Bro, I love some good anti-Twitter fun, so let's see what we got here.
Well, another trailer for Stellar Blade is dropped.
No!
And it's looking stellar indeed.
Sorry, I just got terrified. I saw a woman.
Very juicy. This game has so much riz. In the modern age,
riz.
when Western game developers give us female protagonists who look a lot like the motorcycle champion.
Jump scare! It's crazy, dude. I just love making Twitter people upset. It just makes me happy. Like, to be able to live rent-free in the minds of so many, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yay.
What the hell is even that?
Daddy, chill.
Even Harley Quinn got beaten with the mid-stick. This is why Stellar Blade has so much hype around it. Not only does it—
Literally, the bar is on the ground, bro. Imagine, this is a game, right? It's some sort of fantasy world that you're trapping yourself in. Why not make the women hot? It's literally that easy. Literally that easy.
Does it seem like it has interesting gameplay mechanics in an age of looter shooters? But the female lead actually looks like a woman.
Wow. I've heard enough. I've heard enough. Stellar Blade, made by the same studio that made NIKKE Got Us a Victory, the butt jiggle game. Dude, you don't understand. You don't understand. The bar is literally so low, and then you have Sweet Baby Inc. freaking going crazy and trying their absolute best. Oh my god, dude, it's crazy. Dude, you don't understand how low this bar is. Let me show you how low the bar is, bro. This is NIKKE, a very successful game. This is literally all it needed to do to be— the fact that when she's shooting, your thighs jiggle. Bro, this is literally all they needed to do. Twitter is fuming. They're so upset. Like, literally everything in their life is falling apart right now. Literally, this is everything that needs to be done.
The schedule? Let me see.
That animation. Bro, look at it.
Rather than Dylan Mulvaney. Uh-oh. He said the no-no name. Have you seen Fable's new trailer?
Oh.
Hell, even people on Twitter made the same exact joke. I'll be damned. Let's see, Japan hates the Xbox. Haha, Conquina. Man, I can't even read this name. Shinji Inu from Stellar Blade.
No!
Or Dylan Mulvaney, Xbox Fable.
Oh.
You know what's sad? Dylan looks more like a woman than the character in the Xbox
Oh my
Fable
god, dude's going crazy. Bro, Gundam is just going insane.
commercial.
Which one do you take
Lord.
out on a date?
No, it's honestly crazy though. Like, it's wild to see how easy it is to succeed in a landscape that is actively cucking their own success. Then people get upset at Sweet Baby Inc. and people make a list of all the games that Sweet Baby Inc. touched, right? A company that literally is designed to make the games as inclusive as possible.
I think the answer is very simple, gentlemen. It's
True.
obviously Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes!
Needless to say, Stellar Blade was met with a lot of fanfare and a lot
And a lot of hate! Bro, I'm just here. Listen, honestly, it's the anti-Midas touch, true, chat. Like, dude, this is why the Twitch meta is thriving. Like, bro, you don't understand. It's like, there are more people on Twitch watching booty streamers than watching these video games. And it's a gaming platform. Twitch doesn't even have competition. Streaming on YouTube is ass. Kick is much smaller than Twitch. They don't even have competition. You know what does have competition? The titty streamers. Yeah, they pick Twitch over Pornhub for the titty streamers, but not even for the fucking... It's crazy. It's the anti-Riz. They are literally ruining these video games, and then the video game actually does come out, actually does get success, and then everyone's so upset that it's ruining women.
of disdain by progressives outside and inside of the gaming media. Who would have thought?
Wow.
Still, I'm trying to tell you, dude, it's the same people that tell you you need to support lonely fans workers.
They also have the energy of telling you that Stellar Blade is problematic. Yeah,
do.
me playing a video game female character in a full bodysuit, that's too much.
Yeah, I love how it's like there's always the two sides of the same coin. My favorite like copy pasta tweet is when people say, "I cannot take this anymore. Men and women are treated far too differently in this modern age. Far too differently, damn it! Why is it that men can go out without shirts, bare-chested, and women cannot?" And the response is always like, "You are so right. You are so right and real. Definitely do that. 100%. I approve this message." On the one hand, it's like, we need freaking sex ads on literally everything that exists. We need sexual content on Twitch, and we need sexual content on Twitter, and if you don't like all that sexual content, well then you hate women. Oh, but no sexy women in video games, because that's an unrealistic standard.
Me giving a woman enough money to buy a pack of chicken nuggets for nudes, that's progress.
Yeah!
When Digital Foundry found Stellar Blade to be offensive in archaic.
One thing about so the character designs and the character renderings, character models. So let's say that they're kind of from a bygone era in some ways.
A bygone era where the characters are attractive. The funniest thing is, I think these characters in Stellar Blade are actually modeled off like actual women. Like that's the irony of it, like the double irony.
In many ways,
I can't wait for them to start. Dude, guys, you are not gonna be ready for this. Wait until Twitter finds out that anime women with massive hanga bonga maloos isn't actually always the standard women. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why are they going after Stellar Blade? They're going after video games. Wait until they hear about anime, bro. Bro, wait until they hear about hentai. They are going to lose their minds.
maybe.
Wow, what a waste.
Bro.
The poor children.
Ah, yes. The bygone era of gaming, when games actually had gameplay and weren't interactive movies and walking simulators.
So
Now,
it's
my
kind
favorite part about video games is when they tell me how I'm supposed to feel about life. That's my favorite part about video games. My favorite part about video games, when the video game, it like boots up and then it tells you, white people. Fucking white men.
kind of interesting to see this
Especially the straight ones. Oh, fuck those guys. That's my favorite video games.
mix of, I shouldn't say classic character designs, but character models from a bygone era put into a
It is
modern
weird. It
game.
feels a little out of place, I think.
Well, the game feels a bit out of place in some ways.
My God, what cavemen the people of 2002 must have been.
Dude, Samus, Zero Suit Samus literally changed my life and the lives of so many people around me. Bygone era, let me remind you.
Victoria's Secret models had all their working limbs without an ounce of cellulite on their bodies. Horrible.
The one thing, I know you were talking about the character from a bygone era. I do think the character model was actually like very distracting in not a good way, because like with the camera angles chosen.
He's gay! Bro, I was literally in middle of looking for a clip. Bro, dude. Dude, I was literally getting this clip while he was speaking from my favorite movie of all time, Space King.
The alien!
Not so fast! Witness my power! Her power! No! Whoa, dude.
Now you fools!
Yes. Peak animation. Peak animation. Wait, it gets even better.
Transfixed by her boobs, Hatemonger.
She's an alien. Okay, so Hatemonger's gay.
Yes! The only explanation! All hail Space King!
Alex has an excuse for not liking the character model because
I have a hard time playing Metroid Zero Mission because I keep seeing Zero Suit Samus and I can't dodge the space pirates.
wants to see man meat. He wants to see buff dudes. He's openly gay, and that's all we're gonna say for now.
It just felt like this game seems like a game that came out in like 002 in terms of its, like character design. It's like a bit old and not flattering, I don't think, for a modern audience. In comparison to something like Forspoken, which has...
How do you say that with a straight face? What just happened? Are you joking? How are these people real people? Have you seen Forspoken?
002 in terms of its, like character design. It's like a bit old and not flattering,
Yeah, we
I
don't
don't think,
like
for a modern audience. In comparison to something like
women.
Forspoken, which has,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it has much more realistic looking character designs.
True.
No.
True.
It's not these hyper proportioned something or another's, but it also seemed, I don't know, a bit more grounded in a way that I found much more appealing than what we saw here.
From a gen-
I love how they use Forspoken as their example as a much more grounded and appealing story. Like, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? God, at least Japan still understands. My PC can't take it. True. Too much realism.
general standpoint, I do agree with you.
But the other members of Digital Foundry, thinking that she is odd proportions, these men are so estrogen filled that I doubt there's enough testosterone between all of them to
shit.
muster up a strong right cross.
Oh no.
Once you go, neck down, there's a lot of issues on display.
Yes, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
I am so confused.
Well, look. But realistically, judging
I am so confused, bro. Dude just sitting out here. The woman jump scares too strong every single time. Oh my god. These poor people. They've never seen a boob, and everything is ruining their lives. They've seen one boob, and it's over. We're back.
judging by the way these men look,
No.
they have never touched a woman that didn't look like she was designed by a Bethesda game.
Seriously, Stu,
How to scare game journalists. Want to scare game journalists? I know just the way, guys. I know just the way. No! Anything but... Oh, no! No, game journalists! Ow! Anything but that! Everything below the neck is wrong. It's all wrong. Oh, until the neck is fine. But then everything goes crazy. Anything but this.
these guys really need to stick to analyzing games and not having opinions about them. They were all about Forspoken, and that game was such wet dog shit that
that
it
was
literally
awful.
killed the studio.
With my freaking mind!
Did I mention that?
Lord, and that's the game that they're preaching. It's crazy how it doesn't need to be a good game. It just needs to fit an agenda. Since when did making good games just become completely tied together with having an agenda? It's crazy to me. You'd think actually making a good game would be the point of, a good game. Of course not. That would be crazy. Why would that be the case? No. Good games are a scam. You see, good games only exist as fronts. I'm about to take a risk for you guys. This might scare a game journalist. Are you ready? Oh! Anything but that! No, please! Oh, keep it away! I'm so sorry, game journalists. Did I go too far? I sure hope I didn't.
Reddit was also tilted by this game. I'm not going to give you the whole thing because this is a lot of garbage here. But this is the part that stuck out to me the most.
Okay,
Even liking
I'm
the game because the character is half naked and it looked like a porcelain doll. Have I finally become out of touch at 28 years old? I thought this type of toxic discussion was reserved for niche forums and not mainstream gaming content. This is extra creepy to me.
What is
because
even
one of the
going
female
on?
characters in the trailer looked like a child.
I better tell all the women.
What? Literally, it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I love seeing Twitter lose their mind over this shit. It's like, well, I'm ugly, so therefore all women must be ugly, right? That's how we boost women up, by making all women uglier. Yes! Yes! Dude, this is like the whole syndrome meme. It's like, if everyone is ugly, then no one is.
Women that I know that are excited about Stellar Blade, that they are creepy because a dude on Reddit said so. Oh no, what's this? Stu, Daddy Phil doesn't like the game either?
No!
Stellar Blade is not stellar in my opinion.
No!
I look at Stellar Blade and I'm like, it doesn't look that good. And then everyone's like drooling over it. I'm like, I know what you're drooling about, the fucking protagonist, because you want to see some anime babe cutting things up.
Yeah.
And I think that's stupid.
Okay.
You know?
He's above that.
gay.
What if they just put a guy with swords in there instead?
Oh my God, this is terrible news. Now, if that wasn't enough to say,
When it's like, all right, we don't. People are just playing this because of a girl. I don't want a girl putting a dude with a sword. Right, that's the solution. Just remove women from the game. Let's just remove women. Too many women in this game. Let's just turn them into dudes instead. Didn't get the message.
on this game, the dev team at Shift Up decided to fire DIE workers.
No!
This tweet was making the rounds all over Twitter. Boycott Stellar Blade. The company that made the game Shift Up removed the work of 2 women because they were feminists. I'm a victim and former employee of this game company.
No!
Well, sounds pretty base to me.
Yeah.
A little more sniffing.
Yeah, I mean, bro, listen. The Stellar Blade model looks so sick. It's crazy. But anyway, dude, look at these people are like actual losers. It's crazy. It's like, when has respecting women become an excuse to stop respecting women? It's like, we'll respect women as long as they fit exactly what we want them to fit.
Around online led me to Haru47's tweet.
You see, I respect women, which is why Shara L. Greenwood cosplay by Shibuya Kaho is awesome. Can we please replace this with a man real quick? Can we replace this with fucking Guts from Berserk, please?
Keep your bloody eyes open for any potential bait and switch with Stellar Blade. Now, the reason why he's saying this is because Tencent became the second biggest shareholder in South Korean studio Shift Up. 20% stake in Goddess of Victory, NIKKE co-creator acquired. The too long didn't read is, even though the game is unavailable in China at the current time, the country has been blamed online for the censorship seen in games, although many characters are still dressed rather revealingly. This Discord leak.
So the China drama always is so funny to me because so much of it. Do you remember when China, in I think it was Honkai Impact 3rd, right? They released like a bunny girl skin for the overseas Year of the Dragon event, but they didn't. But they didn't release the. Right, that's exactly what happened. So. I love this story. This is my favorite story ever. There was the Year of the Dragon event or something, and they very exciting time. They released this bunny girl skin only for people outside, and people in China got all upset that it was disrespecting China, and then they tried to assassinate the CEO of Genshin Impact because of that. Like, there was an actual assassination attempt. They stopped the guy in the building with a knife with the plan to kill the CEO. They actually stopped him. So China's censorship is a whole other situation. I don't want to get anywhere near that.
Also warns of censorship. So it's something to keep in mind. Time will only tell what will happen. Haru also said, fun fact, that the person Shift Up fired was a contractor that happened to be feminist, complaining about fan service, and it happened during the shareholder negotiation at Tencent.
Bro, see, listen, I have a confession to make, and this is not going to be accepted on Twitter, which is why Twitter doesn't like me. I'm a capitalist at heart. What could I say? It's not easy. It's not easy to be me on Twitter. Now, I don't believe in unfettered capitalism. I think there needs to be some sort of moderation involved, which is very nice and cool and based. However, guys, if the game sells, do it. The end. Just sell the game. Sell the freaking game. Do stuff that'll make people want to actually buy the game. Do stuff that'll actually make people actually like the game and want to buy it. And if that includes putting hot people in the game, put hot people in the game.
A classic. Someone who shouldn't be opening their mouth did at the wrong time. I'm glad people like Haru post on Twitter, so Westerners like myself have more context as to what's actually going on and what could happen. The original tweet was deleted and not even archived, which was strange to say the least. Now, some of you may say, good, the East doesn't care for DIE, but you'd be wrong. Korea did have an issue with a group called the Ministry of Women.
Sorry.
Countries pretty much all over the world. On these charts, the x-axis is time and the y-axis is political ideology, with higher on the axis being more liberal and lower on the axis being more conservative. If we look at South Korea, we see a huge gap that's developed over time among men and women between the ages of 18 and 29. And if you look—
Wait, people between— Yo, wow, look at that. That's wild. That men are pretty much all conservative and women are pretty much all liberal. That's weird. Okay.
Look at that red line. You do see women are becoming more progressive and more liberal over time. But really the biggest change is young men becoming much more conservative, especially in the last 5 to 8 years.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like this is not the pandemic, bro. This started in 2016, 2015, 2016. Like, I mean, I feel like that's obviously because the entire liberal world kind of doesn't like men very much. It's really sad, and I wish there was an outlet there that where, you know, men can actually feel welcome.
South Korean women are so fed up with the discrimination against women in their society that they're refusing to get married and they're refusing to have children. That has led them to have the lowest birth rate in the world in 2022 at 0.78 births per woman. There's even a name for this movement, which is called the 4B movement. The 4 Bs stand for no dating, no heterosexual sexual relationships, no heterosexual marriage, and no bearing children.
Oh, so they're crazy. Cool. No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. That was just a joke. I wasn't actually doing that. Don't worry. That was a joke. But like, what? Really? You're gonna have part of your mantra, no heterosexual relationships? Yeah, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, okay, we got it.
This is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still have political sway, but it seems like for a few years, they had a stranglehold on South Korean culture, with wild claims mirroring some of the nutty crap we deal with here in America. And I'm not going to go into it because Big Brother Vtube is watching. But from these posts dated between 2015 to 2018, they tell stories of doxing, harassment, and the closing of family-owned businesses for a comment made online. We also have the typical vilification of men with little to no proof, while those in power watching normal people like hawks are up to no good. You look up K-pop stars and the word trafficking around the city if you want to know more.
Oh my god. Shit, bro. I don't know. There's some really... definitely some weirdisms when it comes to Korean culture that I will never understand at all, especially the whole K-pop idol culture shit, which will never ever make sense to me.
This tweet by Mike Honey gives you some examples of what was going on in Korea for a few years that we were obviously oblivious of, if you're interested in finding out for yourself and knowing more. And once you read...
There's a huge scandal rocking Korea right now. Dozens, maybe hundreds of women involved in a secret sex trade. Holy shit.
Those, it gives you more context. This explains why Hotoko's tweet and many others like it that echo the same sentiment were made.
They weren't fired for being feminists. They were fired because South Korean feminists are actually cultists. Not even kidding. Not, oh, they act super crazy like a cult. I mean, they quite literally are a cult.
Holy shit, wait. So when people were saying that even the feminists and the South Korean feminists were fired, and it's like, oh, they were part of the 4B cult that basically hates men actively. Well, that paints a very different picture, doesn't it? Oh my god, dude. Holy crap, that paints a different picture than obviously Twitter wanted to believe. See, it's so ironic. Like, you'll have people on Twitter, they don't want a woman to get fired, obviously, right? Because firing women, you must be evil. Now, even if the woman is a psychopath murderer, you still can't fire her because you can't fire women. And a woman somewhere got fired, and Twitter is like so happy. Finally, a woman was fired. We're able to use that for our political gain. And then it turns out they were like part of an actual cult. Oh my god, dude. What a world.
Do you see those tweets from Mike Honey? You now know what he's talking about. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. That's the moral of the story. It does seem like the ministry has been abolished as of January 2023, but I cannot say for sure. I don't have too many ties over in Korea, so I can't get a 100% confirmation on anything right now. So I'm just gonna have to say, take everything that we've looked at with a grain of salt. To end on a funny note,
please.
Some dude named Karim on Twitter, who identifies himself as some sort of content producer or something or other.
Digital media producer and interviewer, that means nothing.
He's been complaining about Stellar Blade for months.
What? When you make your entire brand on Twitter just hating on a game that's not even out yet, purely because the female models in the game are attractive.
Recently, he decided to have a terrible take, and he got absolutely bodied on Twitter.
The graphics of Stellar Blade and gameplay look great, albeit I can't get past the over-sexualization of Stellar Blade. It would have been passable if their female character didn't have the face of a damn child. Really freak.
Dude, they have to stop doing. They have to stop doing this. It is just so creepy because this character. Dude, they literally look like they're modeled off actual models. They are modeled off actual Japanese or Korean actual models. You know that. Like, real people are the baseline that these characters are based off of.
Freaking weird. And if you find this arousing, you need to get all your hard drives and phones checked by the FBI.
Yeah, sure.
Laughing emoji.
That's right, dude. Own the chuds. It then went sour for our boy.
How dare Asian women look young and attractive?
No!
Also, it's really...
Dude's never seen a woman before in his life. Give him some slack. Cut him some slack. Bro thinks that all women look like the main character of Forspoken. Like, give him a break. Come on.
telling that you look at them and say they look like children when they really don't. What? So now you're saying old people aren't attractive? This is why society is...
Who said... Okay, guys, you ready to lose your mind? Shibuya Kaho is 32 years old, okay? You know Shibuya Kaho, friend of mine. Nice, very nice lady. 32 years old, okay? This is what she looks like. Very attractive lady. Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about.
Screwed up female views of beauty and got them going on TikTok, surging to make them look young only to make them look worse. What the fuck are you going on about?
What was that? What was this tweet? What? So now you're saying old people aren't attractive? This is why society has screwed up female views of beauty and got them going to a TikTok surgeon to make them look younger, to make them look worse.
Young only to make them look worse. What the fuck are you
This guy's never touched a woman.
Going on about? Your response is so unconnected to what I said. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Little bro trying to make himself the hero by bringing up women.
I love how people try their best to defend women by saying that ugly women are people too. Yes, I too will defend women at this moment when I say that it is true that ugly women are people and should be treated as such. It's like, why does no one complain when you have a, it's like, when movies hire actors and actresses, they're obviously hiring the hottest people that they can for the fucking movie, obviously, because they know that if they have a hot guy as the main character or a hot girl as the main character, the movie will sell better. Unfortunately, I mean, that's life. And they want to sell copies. So they're going to get the most attractive, most conventionally attractive characters, men and women, to act in their movies or video games if they actually want to sell copies. Like, it's just basic business at this point. I don't mean to be rude here, but this feels like the most obvious take in the universe. Thinking that they have to nerf their sales and nerf the quality of their story for whatever reason. It's like, dude, this person goes on Pornhub and complains whenever he sees a conventionally attractive porn star. Like, how is it fair? How is it fair that they get the views? Why do they get the views and the others do not?
Brain rot from TikTok, blaming it on gaming culture. He obviously deleted the post because he looked like a damn fool. The smart move would have been to silently dip into the night, right? Wrong. This man's a habitual line step.
Another shocking example of how Stellar Blade's male character is scanned looking like the real-life counterpart, but the poor female was enhanced and looks nothing like the real person.
They look exactly the same! What are you talking about? You're actually insane! Why is no one complaining about the conventionally attractive dude? No one complains about that. It's always the poor women that have to get the brunt of this harassment. Bro, this is the same. They look identical.
Scanned after. I feel bad for her. This isn't right.
This is the oddest virtue signal I've ever seen. And all for 22 likes. Did this guy have the same energy when Western developers took attractive models and uglied them up for PlayStation games? Did he rush to Twitter? Developers took attractive models and uglied them up for PlayStation games?
If everyone's ugly, no one is.
Rush to Twitter when Aloy started to look.
Oh shit, that looks awful.
Like Nick Avocado.
Oh, what is
the
that
answer's
comparison?
no! Maybe yes. But I'm not looking for it. It's not worth my life force. I've been here already too long.
Hellblade 2 face scans versus Stellar Blade's face scans. Which one is your favorite?
Blah, blah, blah. By the end of it, the dude was just looking for attention wherever he could get it. And I'm leaving it at that.
Seriously, bro. If I ain't getting paid or late, I don't mess with it. I don't understand this dude.
Yeah.
Stellar Blade looks like it will have a stellar launch, and overall consensus is positive for the game.
I mean, it looks beautiful. Imagine getting a game that actually looks nice. Crazy. Couldn't be me. But what's so funny to me is how the gaming industry has literally paved the way for sexy titty games with no substance to succeed. Stellar Blade, even if the gameplay was mid, the story was shit, and the characters were ass, the game would still be successful just by the fact that like the Sweet Baby Inc., the wokers, the wokey brokies out there wanted to try their very best to make every game look as bad as possible. Like, by the fact that they did that, they have literally paved the way for the success of all of these games, which is ironic because the biggest help given to the titty jiggle games are the people out there trying their best to uglify women in different games. Isn't that ironic? Like, you have to see the ironic comedy of it all. Every time you virtue signal to just for the sake of it, you are actively helping and fanning the flames and fueling the fire under the ass of every game developer to make a completely storyless, soulless booty jiggle game. It's almost like the line "go woke, go broke" that all the freaking anti-woke guys in 2016 were saying is actually coming true. Anyway, this has been the tale of a lot of sexless innkeepers on Twitter getting incredibly salty about a woman's sexy butt. I love this story. This is a good story. It's a good story. Stay weird, fam. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kink. Stay weird, fam.